Alam niyo po, mandato ng sa NBI ng ating batas, Republic Act 10867, may primary jurisdiction po ang NBI to investigate threats on the President down to the Chief Justice. So, hindi po namin to tinetake lightly when we receive the video clips nung sinabi nga ni Vice President Sara, nagkundak agad kami ng investigation. First, I directed my cybercrime unit to investigate the authenticity of that video clippings, of that video clip. So, we found out, my investigators found out that the clip is not AI generated, it is not deepfake, it is authentic. So the next step we do is to write yung platform, happen to be na yung FB, Facebook. So we requested na preservation nung clip. So the Facebook ay kinikip na ang video clip for future reference. Granted na po yung request namin na naka-save na po yun. Now, ang next step namin ngayon is dinedetermine namin whatever action, say criminal or whatever action that we will take against the Vice President, especially the person na sinasabi niya na inutusan na niya para ipapatay si President Marcos, the First Lady, and the Speaker.
Okay. Thank you.
Ang investigasyon po na gagawin ng gobyerno ukol sa bagay na ito ay agad-agaran. Importante hong malaman kung ano ang mga naging hakbang para po kumuha ng serbisyo ng isang mamamatay tao na nagpaplano ng masamang balakin sa ating mahal na Pangulo. At gagawin po ng National Bureau of Investigation ang lahat ng mga hakbang para matuntun ang identity nito, kasama po ang pag-i-issue po ng subpoena kay Vice President Sara na humarap sa NBI para bigyan po ng kaliwanagan ang kanyang mga pananalita. Dahil po diretsuhan niyang sinabi na siya po ay kumuha na ng tao, na siya pong gagawa ng pagpatay hindi lang po sa Pangulo, kasama po ang ating First Lady at ang ating Speaker of the House. Hindi po tama pong pananalita na nanggagaling po sa napakataas na opisyalis ng ating bayan. Kailangan po agarang investigasyon at meron po tayong paraan sa batas na mag-issue ng subpoena ang National Bureau of Investigation para po paharapin ang ating Vice Presidente at magbigay linaw sa kanyang mga sinabi.
Okay. Are we going to hear from the Prosecutor General?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Well, to add to what Undersecretary Jesse Andres and Director Santiago said earlier, this is something that cannot be taken lightly. In light of the fact that the one who made those statements and made those utterances is the sitting Vice President. And the threat is directed against our Chief Executive, the wife, and the Speaker of the House. So as far as the Office of the Prosecutor General is concerned, the National Prosecution Service, we being part of the executive branch are mandated to closely work with the National Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement agencies in making sure that whatever cases, case or cases may be filed later on are something which will be backed up and be supported by evidence. So we have been closely in coordination with the National Bureau of Investigation and with other agencies to ascertain who may be held liable. But I think the immediate threat right now, as mentioned by Undersecretary Andres, is to go after and try to track the assassin or assassins, because this is not something that you can just simply dismiss. Coming from a sitting Vice President who is just an earshot from the presidency if she decides to run, it is something na titingnan natin yung motivation. We have to look at the motive for doing it. But again, we have to look at all of these in the context of all the things that are going on and cannot simply isolate the situation to the statements that were made. So we have to be very careful in going over the events leading to the statements that were pronounced or made by the Vice President.
Thank you. Now
Dagdag ko lang.
Wait.
Ating pong alalahanin na kamakailan lang ay nagbigay din po ng pananalita ang ating Vice President na gusto niyang pugutan ng ulo ang ating Pangulo. Tinanggap po namin na salita yon in a metaphorical way. Isang simbolismo lang ng kanyang galit. Ngunit sa kanya pong bagong pananalita, hindi po maaring isang tabi lang yan at kailangan po ng ating gobyerno na kumilos dahil po ang isang halal na Pangulo ay binigyan po ng banta ng isang mataas ding opisyal ng gobyerno na may kakayahan din na gawin ito. Kaya kami po, we are not leaving any stone unturned. We will take every effort to protect the President and to investigate everyone that could possibly be involved in this assassination plot of the 3 high-ranking officials of government.
Thank you. Let's open the floor to questions. First one is Chona Yu, People's Journal.
Sir, yung subpoena, na-serve na po ba ito or kailan po ito isa-serve kay Vice President Duterte?
Ngayon po ay ginagawa na naman at isa-serve na agad immediately. Apo.
And then also, sir, yung kaso, anong pwedeng ikaso kay Vice President Duterte doon sa kanyang mga statement?
Ang Vice Presidente po ay maraming posibleng legal liabilities sa kanya pong mga nagawang pananalita at mga aksyon na ginawa kasabay nito. Hindi po namin sinasara ang pinto sa mga malalaking kaso, ngunit ayon po sa due process, kailangan pong isaganap muna namin ang kumpletong investigasyon. We have to go into every possible angle, hear testimonies, collate previous testimonies given, and do a forensic study that will fortify all possible cases. But we assure you, the full force of the law will be used in dealing with this matter.